Hi there, welcome back. How are you today? So in this beautiful video, we wanted to just bring to your awareness that as a small YouTube channel, many times I do not receive the comments that are made online. So this was brought to my awareness at the end of last year. I was doing a live stream. I had just started doing live streams, and this lovely man made a comment that he had left a comment in one of my videos, and he had let me know that his dog had passed away, and I hadn't seen the comment at all. He was wondering why I hadn't answered, to the question that was in that comment. Now, after that, that just was ongoing. I kept finding that people were, reaching out to me saying that they sent a comment or they made a comment and I hadn't responded. Now, originally, the whole point of this beautiful YouTube channel was for us to communicate, and whenever I did receive a comment, that would be, the next YouTube video, because I would be answering that question or answering those concerns or whatever it was that came up in that beautiful comment. And I found with time that I was receiving less and less comments. I barely receive a comment on my beautiful videos now. And so I just wanted to let you know that, yes, sometimes you make a comment and it may show up on your computer, but for whatever reason, it's not showing up on mine. Now, I've spent months looking into it, and I've gone through all my settings, and it's set to no restrictions, because it had basic restrictions at the time. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll, fix that to no restrictions so that I'm the one that decides what comments come through and what comments do not come through. But it seems like there are less and less and less comments coming through now for me to respond, In the early days when the comments were coming through, there was all this energy and I was receiving all this information for the next video. So know in your heart that if you've made a comment and I haven't responded, even if it's just to put a heart on it to say, yes, I've seen it, chances are I haven't seen it. It's not on my channel when I look into it every day. It's not there. So that's what I wanted to bring forward in this beautiful video. That yes, make comments as much as you like on the YouTube channel below each video. If you feel inspired to share something, share it. But there may be others that see it. So, you're always serving others, even if I don't get to see it. So know that it's not wasted. But for those of you who do want interaction with me and with the other members, everyone else that's around, we do have a Facebook page that has been created just for that, so that you can go to the Facebook page afterwards and comment there. Now, the A.W.A.K.E.N with Hollie Belle Facebook page has just been created. You can join that at any time. For those of you who haven't seen the video about my Facebook account, it got hacked about 3 months ago now, and I had to delete everything in there because I just couldn't get the hacker out. It was like this virus that just infected everything in my Facebook world. And eventually I had to even delete my personal account that I'd had for over 15 years. So all of that got deleted and I had to start new. So if you see the Facebook address that has .author at the end, that's my old one. You won't be redirected to anything because that page has been deleted. So always look for the Facebook that ends with A.W.A.K.E.N with Hollie Belle. And when you get there, all you have to do is join. There's nothing else to do. You don't have to send a friend request and wait for me to friend you back, all of that. This page has been specifically made for the beautiful YouTube subscribers or anyone else that wants to be a part of this gorgeous community. All you have to do is go over there and follow, I think is the word, not join. You have to just follow and you're in. That's it. It's that simple. There's no restrictions there for who gets in and who doesn't. I just monitor, if there's people that are just not being respectful of others, then of course you will be kicked out of the group. But I find that most people that come here through YouTube are just highly evolved beings. I don't even have to set any sort of rules for them. They just know, that if they are going to interact with anyone, that it is from a place of respect, respecting that we are each here on our own unique path. And if we are to share advice or give advice or any of that, if you want to use that word, it's coming from a place of love, always from a place of unconditional love, that we feel we may assist the other person. Spirit works through all of us. So if you feel a nudge as you read a comment, either here on YouTube or over on the Facebook page, if you feel a nudge to answer, then answer, because Spirit is working through you to bring up something for that person. All right, my beautiful beings. So for comments, if you're really keen on having conversations and you got questions, you want answers, go over to the Facebook page, Awaken with Hollie Belle, and just place your questions there. Let us know what it is that you want to know more about, or speaking of wanting to know more about, there's a poll at the moment as well on YouTube. When I get a chance, I'll be putting it up on Facebook as well. What is it that you want to know more about? So one of the topics was spirit guides at the top. The second one is awakening your soul awakening. The third one is Reiki. Are you interested in having more Reiki sessions for different things? You can always just let us know what you want Reiki on, and we'll create that video just for that. The fourth one is angels and archangels. All right, my beautiful beings. If you can think of anything else you want to add to that list, please let us know in the comments. And again, as I said, let us know on the Facebook page. Because as far as I know, there aren't any restrictions there in terms of comments. So on Facebook that I know of. I find it really odd because at one point, someone had made a comment about suicide, and that was on the page, like on my Facebook page. I could read that one, but I couldn't read about someone that was trying to share that their dog had died. So I was like, how does this work? How does YouTube decide that this comment is appropriate and that comment isn't, and decides that that's not allowed to come through? I don't know how it works. But like I said, I've spent months researching it to see if I could fix it, if it was something from my side. And I found that it's very common for small channels. If you're not with, 1 million subscribers and above, then YouTube restricts what comes through for us, So know in your heart that if we haven't responded, we just haven't seen it. If it's really important to you, you can always email us. There is an email in every single video below, hollie@holliebelle.com. So email us. Otherwise, like I said, if it's not something that's super personal, you can just post it up on Facebook. So that's what we wanted to bring forward today. For those of you who are new, that may have placed a comment here or there and think that I've been ignoring you, that would never be our intention. Our intention is always, always for people to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel that someone cares. Because for me, that was me for a really long time. I felt invisible after my sister was born. So I know what it is to not feel heard, to not feel seen. And I was so different to everyone around me that my parents just didn't know how. My mum, I should say, my dad, I always felt loved with my dad. I didn't feel that I needed to do anything to earn his love. It was always there. But with my mum, that was the pattern that was created. So I, as soon as my sister was born, I felt cast aside, and I felt invisible for a huge portion of my life, and I realized with time, for those of us who are so, so different to others, that sometimes our parents, they just don't know how to love us. It's not that they don't, I'm sure I know my mum loved me, but I couldn't feel it, I didn't feel loved by her. And that was the experience that I came to have. You know, just today I was having a conversation with someone and they made a comment and I found it very curious, very interesting. That they said that our parents, our teachers, all the people that we have around us when we are young, when we're little, we're children, all the information that they pour into us is involuntary. We don't have a choice about all the information that's coming into us, was how I understood that comment, what they were trying to say. But as they were saying that, you know, the information that was coming through for me was that we chose all of it on a soul level. We volunteered. I love that. You know, many years ago, one of my friends said it. And then shortly after, I saw a video of Dolores Cannon and she said the same thing. There are no such thing as victims and there's no such things as perpetrators. There are only volunteers. So, my beautiful beings, we are volunteers. We volunteer to have this gorgeous human experience. All of it. All of it. The ancestors that we have, we chose all of them. Our parents in this lifetime, or guardians, whoever raised you, we chose all of it. Every little bit of information that has come into us, every belief, every judgment that we have learned while we are here was chosen by your soul. There's not one thing, not one, that is a mistake, that is a coincidence, that is an accident. You were meant to go through all of it. You were meant to receive every little bit of information that you have received for your path. Know this in your heart. This is what you came to experience, no matter what it looks like. And also know in your heart, I remember this from a previous video that I put together, that this place is not for sissies. This 3D reality. Only the bravest souls come here because they know, they know what it is to be human. We don't come here because it's easy, but to the soul, it is an adventure, all of it. Through your human eyes, it looks hard. It looks like it's hard work. All this suffering, all this pain. To your human self, your humanness, your separate I. This place is hard work. And that's why so many of us want to check out early. We just can't even with this place. I know, because that was me. I've been through that twice where I just didn't want to be here anymore. This was just too hard. I was done. I was done being human, you know? And with time now that I'm here on my second YouTube channel with all this gorgeous information that's coming through, I realize why I am still here. I had to go through all of that pain. I had to go through all of that suffering, all of that not fitting in, not being loved, not being accepted. All of that was part of my journey to be here where I am today. So know that everything that you've been through, you were meant to go through. All right, my beautiful beings. All of it, every little thing. We volunteered. Your soul volunteered. And the magic happens. The magic begins when you start to question your soul. Why? Why did you want to go through this? What were we meant to gain from this? And that's where your life turns around. That's where the shift happens. That is what it is to awaken. You realize you have a soul. You realize your soul had a plan. And then, what were we meant to gain from that? What is it that my soul is looking to attain? What wisdom, what knowledge? This is the magic. This is the beauty of what it is to be alive, to be awake. So, my beautiful beings, share your beautiful thoughts, share your beautiful questions. And if we are not responding here, find us on Facebook. We will respond there. We respond to everything that comes up. All right, my beautiful beings, know that you are heard. Know that you are seen. We see you. We hear you. We are here for you. We are here to serve you on your beautiful journey. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember, the Facebook page you are looking for is, at the end of it, will say Awaken with Hollie Belle. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the beautiful messages coming through. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.